my friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is my start of the best of 2021 week. Being that it's the last week of the year, I figured it would be a great time for me to start sharing with you my picks for favorites of 2021. I have my favorite films picked out, my favorite releases, and what I'm going to do for you today are my favorite steelbooks of 2021. And let me tell you, this was one hard list to make because I had kind of convinced myself last year or the year before that I was kind of done with steelbooks. I had all the ones I wanted. Nothing great was coming out. And then here comes Lionsgate out of nowhere, just crushing it. One release after another with one amazing steelbook after another. And they're still coming for 2022. So if you're a collector and you're into steelbooks, definitely keep your eye open, and I'll keep you posted on what's coming in 2022 because the list is growing. And I just want to say before I start showing you, I have 3 honorable mentions and excuse me, I have 10 picks. They are in no particular order. Also, this has nothing to do with the movie itself, picture quality, sound quality, or anything like that. It is purely based on the presentation of the steelbook. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to put Yoda down on the floor to keep an eye on everyone. And we're going to get into it with the honorable mentions. And the first one being Unbreakable. This is just a beautiful looking steelbook. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And I feel like if you look, all the movies are kind of represented in one way or another on this cover. And I love that it has the fragmented glass. I love the purples, the blacks, the teals. They all go together so well. And I love this comic book back. I just think it's a gorgeous looking steelbook and so good for the first film in the trilogy. So I really was happy with to see that release come out. Now this next one is a little on the plain side, but I think it is very, very effective because it has great artwork, and that is John Carpenter's The Thing. This is the 4K steelbook. Originally this had been sent to me. I have a YouTube friend, a fellow creator, who picked one up for me. Very kind of him because my stores didn't have any. PayPal'd him the money and he sent it right up to me, and it got here safely. And then I want to say like 3 or 4 weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later, when the supply chain caught up, I was able to find a copy or 2 for friends that needed them in my stores. But in the meantime, I picked this one up from HD Movie Source. And if you haven't heard of them before, they are a family-owned company down in North Carolina. They sell physical media, and if you want to make sure, if you can't get to the stores or you can't find what you're looking for in your store, and you want to make sure that it gets to you safely, packaged properly, mailed promptly, check out HD Movie Source. They're great guys. They're great to deal with. They communicate with their buyers, and everything is top notch with them. So they were able to get me a copy of this when I needed it, and I just love this artwork. I think it's perfect. And then we have what we have all come to know from the Thing movie. We've seen this many times on different things. So I think all around they just did a really great job with the Thing steelbook. And then this last one, this was gifted to me from my friend Kimberly Ashcraft, who's a fellow YouTuber. I will link her channel down in the description. Her and her dad gifted this to me because I was unable to find it. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I was unable to find the steelbook in any stores in my area, and they were so kind and so generous. They sent this right up to me, and I really, really appreciate it. So there's the front and there is the back. And like I said, I haven't had time to watch this, but I will watch it this week. I will put aside my 4-hour time slot and I will give it a look. So now getting into my top 10. The first one is The Suicide Squad. And I mean, come on, look at that artwork. I could just look at this forever. And I think it is so representative of the tone of the movie. You have so much going on. You see all the characters, and I just think this is a home run. I think they did a great job with this one. And here is the back art. So that is The Suicide Squad. That's my first pick. Now this one I totally forgot about until I started going through my pile, and that is the 4K Blu-ray and digital of Sicario. I picked this up way back in June, and this has the nice clear slip. And then it shows this beautiful artwork. I love the black and gold and silver together. I just think this is a home run too. I think they did such a great job. And then on the back, that's a great image. This is a gorgeous steelbook, and this was one that I was not even planning on picking up, and I walked in the store and it just kind of jumped out at me from the shelf, and I impulsively picked it up, but I'm very happy that I did. And it turned out to be one of my favorites of the year. And the next one, this is one that way back in the beginning of the year reminded me why I collect steelbooks and the fact that I was going back down the steelbook rabbit hole, and that is Do the Right Thing. I just love this. I have loved the look of this since the first day they released the artwork, and I was hoping that it wasn't just a placeholder and that this was going to be the actual end product, and I was so happy that it was. And I think it represents the tone of the movie, and I think it's such a cool idea for artwork for this type of movie. You know, that represents a neighborhood in flux, and I just think you have so many little images and little things going on here that really speak to what the movie's all about. And if you're a fan of the movie, you definitely can pick up on why this steelbook is so awesome to represent that movie. And I'm a big fan of Spike Lee and that movie. I'm also a fan of this next person, and it is Rob Zombie, and this is the third in his Firefly trilogy, 3 from Hell. And again, I absolutely love this steelbook. This is one of the Lionsgate ones, and it has the slip. You take the slip off, and I'm sure you've seen a million unboxings of this one because it was really popular. And that's the image that they have on the front, and I just think it's perfect. And then on the back, if you've seen the movie, you understand the reference on the back. So that is 3 from Hell. And if we put the slipcover back on, you see how it changes it. And that is a good slipcover. That is a great slipcover. And my next one, this is the 5th one, is Ron from Akira Kurosawa. And the genius in this steelbook is that so many people picked it up who had never seen the movie before, simply because the steelbook was just so gorgeous. And I think that speaks volumes about how to market to collectors. And if you can catch our eye with a really beautiful, on-point packaging, we're going to buy it. So if you're listening, keep doing what you're doing. Take off the slipcover, and this is the image on the front, and I love it with the white and the red and the golds, and it's perfect. It's perfect for the movie. It's beautiful artwork, and I just love it. I think it's just a home run. Another one. I can't say enough about it. And the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, if you picked up the steelbook and you haven't seen the movie, do yourself a favor and give it a look, because you will not be disappointed. But I may be disappointed if I can't get this slipcover back on right. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So there we have that back on. All right, so I'm going to grab my last 5 steelbooks and we will wrap this one up. Okay, I'm back and I have my last 5 steelbooks, and then we're going to call it a day here. My next one is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for Saw. And another fantastic clear slip where he comes right out of his TV. And you have an awesome image on the front here. I just love that. And then this on the back is just perfect. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? This is I had to have this. And it really did remind me, well, sitting down to watch this, I wanted to see how the 4K transfer came out. And it just reminded me of why I love this movie so much from the day I saw it in theaters. And I still, to this day, I think it holds up. And we're going to put him right back in. Again, why can't I get this on? Probably because I'm trying to look over a camera. All right, so there he is. He's back in his TV, and he can ask you if you want to play a game. Now, this next one, I like this movie a whole lot more than I ever thought I would, and I love the soundtrack, and I really, really love this steelbook, and that is Cruella. I just think this is awesome, especially coming from Disney, who loves to pile all their characters on the front of the steelbooks. This is such a departure from what they would normally do, and I was so pleasantly surprised. And it gives me hope for the future of Disney covers, slip covers, steelbooks, you name it. I just think this looks great with the black and white and the splashes of red. I think it's awesome. It captures the tone of the movie. And I just think all around this is just an awesome, awesome steelbook and for an awesome movie. So If you, this is unfortunately, I think it's out of print already. A lot of the Lionsgate ones are still available, but like these Disney ones, they sell out pretty quick. So I think this one is out of print right now, but some of the other ones are still available. And this next one, I had the original one and I wasn't going to pick this one up. And then again, I saw it in person. Hacksaw Ridge. Really, really nice. Again, it's a simple image, but it's effective and it represents the movie so well. So you take that off and you have this nice image. It's a nice matte finish. It's a very cool image, very powerful imagery on both sides of the Steelbook. And I just think they did a great job. And now when I look at it next to the original Blu-ray Steelbook, I just think this is, you know, heads and shoulders above what they did originally. And what they did originally was good, but this is just so much better. So when you put this down, again, you have this great image. And one of the things I really appreciate about having these slipcovers is that you have all the film information. Usually with a Steelbook, if you have a paper J card, unless you save it and kind of trim it down and put it inside the Steelbook, you lose all this information that you want to have about the movie. So I really do appreciate that you're able to keep that when they take the extra step and they put the, not only is it protective, but it's also gives you all the information on the movie. So keep going with the clear slips because we collectors appreciate them. Now, I'm going to save one for last, but I think if I had to choose, if I was forced to choose, and I think a lot of people I've seen kind of feel the same way, this would probably be my favorite of the year. That would be American Psycho. And this is just, it's a very clean looking, but very effective Steelbook. When you slide this off, slide the cover off, if you've seen the movie, you understand the significance of it. And you have this nice image on the front, and you have the blood splatter there, and then on the back you have this great image. And then this one I'm going to show you the inside because I love the attention to detail that they did by making it a business card holder, because that was such a big part of the movie. If you have seen the movie, if not, what are you doing? Get on it and watch it. So then we're going to put this back on. And there you have it. That if I had to pick, like I said, this would probably be my #1 pick for the year. And then this last one is, it would be the true collector in me coming out, as I know it is with many people who pick this one up. But this one, you just, as bad as, it's a notoriously bad transfer, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous Steelbook. And it is T2. I mean, I was so disappointed that they didn't do a new transfer to go along with this absolutely stunning Steelbook. But, you know, we picked it up anyway because that's what we do. We're collectors. And when you take it off, I mean, come on, look at that. That is just, that is amazing. That is an amazing looking Steelbook. And then you have the spine and the back. I mean, if you can get us to pick up a bad transfer that we all know is bad by putting out a killer Steelbook like this, you've done your job. So, yeah, I just wanted to, I had to share this one. It is one of my favorites of the year. And I know we all picked it up, whether we love the movie, whether we all love the movie, but whether we like we appreciate the transfer or not, we appreciate the work that went into this Steelbook because it is a stunner. So you have the clear slip that goes back on, and it just looks so cool. And then we have the back. So back to Yoda. He's going to come back for the outro. Yoda and I would like to thank everyone for, you know, checking out this video and watching our Steelbook picks. Let me know down in the comments, what were your favorite Steelbooks of 2021? Do you collect Steelbooks? Are you still on the Steelbook train, or have you kind of jumped off like I was trying to do? You know, let me know. I'm curious to see what everyone likes and picks up, and, you know, what were your favorites of the year. So I want to thank you guys as always for watching. You know I appreciate every one of you. I hope everyone is having had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday week, and you have great plans for the new year. And I hope everyone is staying healthy and safe and doing what you need to do. Yeah, that's going to do it for me today. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing. Leave me some comments, suggestions, recommendations. Again, if you want to subscribe. hit the notification bell, because you know my upload schedule is a little erratic sometimes, and that is mostly due to the fact that I can't get my dogs to be quiet. So we're going to go and we're going to eat pizza, and I will be back with you probably in a day or two. So again, thanks for watching, and that's a wrap.